Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda and today I'm bringing you a super easy eyeshadow tutorial using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet and Peanut Butter and Jelly palettes for this really warm orange eyeshadow look. If you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. I'm starting off with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I have a little sample size, as you can see it's almost used up. So I'm just trying to finish this little baby off. So I'm going to put a little bit of that all over my face as a base for my foundation. Now that my face is primed, I'm going to do a little foundation mixture. I've really been loving this combination recently. It's the Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen foundation, and I'm in the shade Petal, and then the Boots No. 7 Airbrush Away foundation, and I have Warm Beige. I really don't think this is that warm, it's very neutral, but I like the undertone of these two combined because this one is very yellow and I'm more neutral, so I just like the finish and the undertone that these two mixed give me. I used my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply and blend the foundation in, and I really like this kind of luminous satin finish that combination gives me. It does still look a little bit too yellow for my skin tone in my opinion, but once I put powder and everything over it, I think it'll be fine. Next, I'm using my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, and I'm not gonna put too much concealer on because I really want the focus to be on my eyes and not on my face. So I'm not gonna do a very dramatic face, just really colorful, bright eyes. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, my favorite concealer brush, to blend that in. Now to set my concealer, I'm going to use my go-to duo. This is how I set my concealer every single day. I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush and the NYX HD finishing powder in translucent. Now I'm gonna lightly set the rest of my face with this big tapered powder brush and my Maybelline Fit Me powder. I like to set my foundation so that when I apply my bronzer, blush, and highlight, it goes on really smoothly. The next step is bronzing the face. I'm using my Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and I have the shade Light Medium, and I'm going to use this angled brush from Luxie. Now that the face is warmed up a little bit with that bronzer, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Color Icon contour palette. This is in the shade Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to use this Ulta brush. This is actually a blush brush, but I really like this kind of flat paddle style brush for contouring when I want a really soft contour. I don't want anything harsh, I just want a really natural looking shadow under. Now that I'm nice and bronzed and contoured, just a little contoured, I'm going to add some blush and highlight. I've been using a cream and powder blush combo. I really like not only the effect that it gives, but the fact that it makes my blush last a really long time. So this is the Tristique baby blush stick in Bora Bora Coral. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my finger and apply it to the apples of my cheeks, and then go over it with my NYX HD blush in the shade Nude Dude. To finish off my face, I'm going to highlight a little bit. I'm using Gilded Honey from Laura Geller. I really like this warm golden highlight to go with the really warm tones that I'm going to be putting on my eyes. So I'm using my Morphe M501. Now that all my face makeup is finished, I'm going to give a good spray of Fix Plus just to keep the powderiness down and help my face to look a little more dewy and not get cakey. The next thing I'm going to do is fill in my eyebrows, and I'm going to use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil and my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. I have had a few requests to do a brow routine video, so if that's something you're interested in, definitely let me know and I will do that. Now I'm moving on to the eyes, and this is really the star of the show for me. First, I'm going to use a little shadow insurance from Too Faced. For my eyeshadows today, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar and the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly Palette. These have some beautiful warm tones. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing on my eyes. I'm going to start with the Semi-Sweet palette, and I'm going to use this really nice neutral brown shade for my transition color. That is called Mousse. Next, I'm going to darken the outer corner of my eye for a little contour effect, and I'm using this little flat packing brush. This is the M210 from Morphe, and I'm going to use this darker warm shade called Truffled from the same Semi-Sweet palette. Now with a slightly larger flat packing brush, this is one from Eco Tools, I'm going into the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and I'm going to use this really gorgeous shade called Peanut Brittle, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. Now I'm going to take the shade called Peanut Butter Cup, also from Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and I'm going to put that back over where I had the shade Truffled, just for a little more depth on the outer corner. I'm going to take this really fluffy blending brush from Morphe. This is the M332. I'm going to take the shade called Peanut Butter and go back over the crease to blend all the shadows. For my brow bone highlight, I'm going back to the Semi-Sweet palette, and I'm going to use this creamy matte shade called Coconut Cream, and I'm going to blend that under my eyebrow. On a little tiny detail brush, this is from Eco Tools, I'm going to take the shade Butter Pecan from the Semi-Sweet palette, and I'm going to put that in the inner corners of my eyes. Before I put any eyeshadow under my eyes, I'm gonna add a little liner. I'm using this waterproof liner from NYX. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite eyeliners. I always reach for it because it's the only one I've tried that really lasts in my waterline. So I'm gonna align my upper lash line just a little bit, and I'm also going to fill my waterline. I use a brush to pull on my lower lid so that I'm not using my finger and smudging all my concealer and makeup that's under my eye. In case you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. I'm gonna go back with a little smudger brush from e.l.f. and I'm gonna use that same shade that I used to warm up the crease called Peanut Butter from the PB&J palette, and I'm gonna put that under my lower lashes. Now we're gonna curl the lashes and apply a little bit of Benefit Roller Lash. And that's the finished eye look. It's just a really simple, warm, beautiful orange eyeshadow look. I love wearing this, and I think it looks great with so many lip colors. In the video that I was wearing this in last, my ColourPop haul video, I was wearing the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Gemini, but I'm actually gonna switch it up. I'm gonna use the new Matte X formula lippy sticks from ColourPop, and this is in the shade Cami. I am gonna use a Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner, and this one is number 18, Addiction. So that's it, that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.